Welcome to this explainer, everyone. We're living in a fast-paced world where information is literally everywhere, right? But actually understanding it, well, that often feels like it's totally out of reach. Today, we're diving into the source material behind InfoNest, a platform that's designed to bridge that exact gap and completely transform how we process complex knowledge.
So just think about this for a second. What if every single question you've ever had could be answered in just a few minutes? Seriously, imagine bypassing hours of tedious reading, skipping the headache of trying to decode dense academic papers, and instead just getting straight to the core of how things actually work. That is the highly ambitious vision we're unpacking today.
Here's our roadmap. We'll start with the quest for answers, move on to the complexity barrier, look at the InfoNest solution, break down their 5 pillars of knowledge, and finally, talk about the power to shape tomorrow. Let's jump right in.
Section 1. The Quest for Answers, a World of Discovery. Every single day, incredible discoveries are changing our world. And we aren't just talking about minor updates here. We are talking about massive, paradigm-shifting breakthroughs. Literally right now, rockets are launching into deep space, AI is getting exponentially smarter, and quantum computers are actively being developed. The sheer volume of new information being generated daily is, well, it's staggering. It's honestly a little hard to keep up with.
Which brings us to Section 2, the complexity barrier, information overload. We all know the frustrating reality of traditional learning. You're staring at complicated formulas, dense code, highly technical diagrams, and it all just blurs into a giant headache. But contrast that with what learning should be: simple language, crystal clear explanations, and engaging visuals that just immediately click in your brain. That's the ideal, right? And you know what the biggest culprit behind that frustration is? Jargon. That unnecessary, overly complicated technical language that actively stops people from grasping vital concepts. It basically acts like a gatekeeper, locking away fascinating knowledge behind a wall of $50 words and turning what should be an exciting topic into an absolute chore.
All right, Section 3. The InfoNest solution, clarity and visuals.
The proposed solution completely ditches the old way of confusing diagrams and dry lectures. Instead, the InfoNest way leans heavily on simple language, beautiful visuals, and actual storytelling. The whole idea here is to take those highly technical, difficult concepts and transform them into cinematic stories that absolutely anyone can understand.
So how do they actually pull this off? It's a 3-step methodology. Step 1, careful research, ensuring everything is accurate and backed by real data. Step 2, they strip away all the fluff to give you clear explanations. And Step 3, they wrap it all up in beautiful visual design. This way, when you're learning something new, you aren't fighting the material, you are smoothly guided by it. Moving on to Section 4, 5 pillars of knowledge, what you will learn. The breadth of topics they cover is immense. The framework relies on 5 core pillars: artificial intelligence, science, history, business, and technology. By organizing human knowledge into these specific categories, the goal is to make sure that no matter what you're curious about, there's a clear, structured path for you to follow. No getting lost in the weeds. To put that into perspective, under AI, you're looking at things like neural networks. In science, it spans from microscopic DNA all the way to massive black holes. For history, you could be tracing ancient maps of the Roman Empire. Business covers the reality of startups, and tech dives into autonomous vehicles and flying cars. It is literally an entire universe of content, meticulously mapped out across these disciplines. And that leads us to our final part, Section 5, Power to Shape Tomorrow, the ultimate empowerment. Because ultimately, as the material highlights, understanding the world gives you the power to shape your future. Learning isn't just about memorizing trivia to sound smart. It's about giving lifelong learners the practical tools they actually need to build startups, create robots, or even explore space. When knowledge is truly accessible, it becomes the ultimate tool for personal empowerment. Thousands of questions, thousands of discoveries, one place to learn them all. That really sums up the platform's core promise, being this unified digital nest for all your curiosity. It takes this sprawling, chaotic world of information we live in and distills it into one central hub for genuine understanding. So we're left with this final question. Are you ready to join a community driven by curiosity and shape the future? It is an open invitation to step out of that jargon-filled darkness and start exploring our complex world with absolute clarity.
Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. I really hope this look at how we can better digest knowledge inspires you to keep questioning the world around you. Catch you next time.